You hear that? You smell what the rock is cooking? It's another episode of the Umbral Syndicate.
Really done. That is absolutely...
No, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Jeez, I'm so sorry.
That is 100% the catchphrase. So... Well done.
You want to try it again?
No, it's fine.
Roll it back from the top.
I need to own it. I need to own it. Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
I thought you were sober this time around.
I am very sober. I have had a bagel. Actually, I think I might be...
2 bagels.
I think I might have a fever, but that's a different thing. So, anyway, so why don't we have someone for a point of inspiration recap what happened last session that led us to the place that we are currently standing in.
Hang on. I just want to be clear here. You're not saying you're sober because you've had like a bottle of tequila, but you ate a bagel, right?
Well, you know, the bread soaks up the alcohol.
I think the focus is entirely on me right now, and I'm, you know what, as the DM, it should be about all of us. And yes, maybe I had a bottle or 3 of tequila, Squeak. Get off my fucking back.
On the last episode of the Umbral Syndicate, sorry, I saw trials, and I'm like, oh.
Where?
We started off in a particular predicament of the last time where one of our characters fell over, got back up, and there was other screams in the distance of help that was from these sort of beings that like to yell a lot. We kind of went, nah, we're going back to our campsite. Talked about that to our goats. The goats were just like, leave it to us. And then we unleashed them. And then they became goat guardians. And then 2 people stayed up all night where the rest sleeped. And the goats used their goat horns to prevent those screamy lads from getting any closer. And then the morning came. We all were like, all right, off we go. Yeah, it's goats. Don't question. It's goats.
No, that they can climb trees?
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
They have opposable thumbs, so yeah.
Like,
excuse me?
Yeah, like, there's goats that can, like, just go up. Anyway.
As long as a vertical surface is over 90 degrees, even if it's 1 degree, they can go up that vertical surface.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they just do that.
Goats.
It's crazy.
Goats. That's how they climb cliffs.
Well, I knew the cliff thing. Didn't know the tree thing.
I feel like Marvel missed out when they made Spider-Man. Like, there's already made like Goat Man right
Goat
there.
Man.
Yeah, Goat Man.
So got up in the morning. Everyone was nice, refreshed. Nobody was acting weird. Nobody was spilling a whole bunch of black goo everywhere. No one had 2 voices or personalities. No one was almost killed. Everyone got up on their goats and left. Anyway. Barian had something to talk about to a few people in the party who wanted to listen, and that happened. And then we got to the town, and once we got into the town, we're like, wow, a new town. Great for us. And then we met this fucker that was like, oh, I'm a life coach. And you're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Then the idiot burned a level 4 scroll. And then he started tagging along. He's just been following us around. He's right there by the fire. Look at him. What is he even doing over there?
You see him making eye contact, not saying anything.
As Barian recounts the story.
For a whole 10 gold. Anyway.
I mean, customer service is important, man. Repeat customers.
So we sent out a little weird goblin. He started looking around. He got a summon thing, and we found a dude that was like, I don't know, probably like 2 blocks away or something like that. Anyway. And then, well, it's hard for me to recap because I wasn't particularly there. I was outside having a lovely conversation with this lovely, just a really hot guy. I don't know about you guys, but like, And then they open the door, and then they're just like, but what about the youngins? The younglings? And it's like, oh, the younglings. And I was like, you should have started with that. And they're like, we did! 3 times! And then everyone yelled about everything, and then that's where we end the session.
All right. Well, excellent, Piph. You can give yourself a point.
I already have one of those, so what do I do?
You can give it to anyone of your choice.
I feel like even though using up a level 4 scroll is a hefty burden, I think Elora's emotional damage needs to be repaired. So I'm going to give Elora some inspiration.
You know what? I'll agree with that, especially since that level 4 scroll was like part of starting stuff. So it's not like I earned it. Just had it.
Perfect. So you guys are wrapping up with Grandpa Elijah. He's sitting at the table and, would you like anything to drink? I forgot to ask that. Did I ask that? Oh.
I think you'll be fine for tonight. We've already imposed enough.
Yes, if I can assist, going back to Meyerfell, just need to, arrange things here, but, yes, if there's anything I can help you with in the meantime, please let me know. He kind of, like, walks over to the opening here and kind of waits expectantly for all of you.
Really quickly, do we as players want to adjust what we have told him, because we kind of had some different theories after the last conversation? Or do we just want to let that slide for now?
Just let it slide. It might change his mind.
Yeah.
we
can get into that once he's there.
Yeah.
We could be like, wow, on the way over.
Oh my god.
No, not even on the way over.
That's so crazy.
Once we have him like sat down in front of the child, then we're like, oh, by the way, actually.
It might be your aunt, not your dad. Bye.
Anyways, that's another story.
We never explicitly said dad. He just assumed dad. We were saying family member.
I could have sworn we said father.
Girl boss our way out of this.
Yeah.
We brought up that we have connections to his father. I don't think we've ever explicitly said the father is in the child.
I think I might have.
I think we explicitly said his name.
I can gaslight, that's fine.
Yeah, we can gaslight, that's fine.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Yeah.
Agnes, you feel a little tug.
She pauses and turns around, having scooped up Snips with her mage hand.
Yeah, she points to Mr. Snips. Can I say goodbye?
She's gonna glance over at Grandpa and see if there's any grumpy reaction to that.
No, Grandpa doesn't look like he's noticed. He's sort of watching everyone else leave at this point.
Okay. She nods and kneels down a little bit, presents Mr. Snips, who still has his little shiny butterfly wings.
Yeah, and she'll give him a little pet and go, "Bye, Mr. Butterfly." And then she kind of like skips over and she waves at Winston as she skips by.
Winston waves back. And then he would turn to the old man and say, "You truly have a lovely home. I do hope nothing happens to it." And then the pen starts walking out.
Thank you.
Don't worry, his memory sucks. You might forget it.
Agnes pauses a moment, gives him a slight bow, and goes, "And I apologize for the harshness of my words before."
Oh, you're welcome. He looks completely like taken aback, like he has no idea what you're referring to.
She's so confused, just like, wait, what? Okay. Then scuttles out, looking confused.
You hear the door lock immediately. But he seems open and planning to follow you guys back to Meyerfell when the time comes.
What time of day is it?
It's pretty early, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
I was
like
gonna say.
noonish.
I thought it was. Hang on, let me quick go to the calendar. Boop boop boop.
I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah.
like.
You guys are forgetting about all those
early
games of
morning.
mahjong we played in there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I would say for the sake, we're probably like midday, like
Okay.
noonish time. So
Also, if I recall correctly, the end of last session, somebody's book was doing something.
somebody's book.
Weird.
No.
Somebody's.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Everything's
Aw.
totally fine and normal.
John's book.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know anything about John's book.
No, we
All
don't,
right,
we don't
all
know. We
right,
don't
whatever.
John's
I'm
just been subtly like, hey, maybe we should check out that one town. Maybe it's really close, right? Like, maybe we should go just
Listen.
check it out.
I
Go
just
for it,
remember
Samantha.
that being an ending detail. I just wanted to make sure we remembered.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I was
Yes.
trying to say.
Yes.
Oh, I
Perfect.
remember.
Thank you. That is helpful because knowing me, I would forget. All right. Well, you guys, what do you want to do next? You just left, and you're kind of now walking down the
Yes.
road. It's pretty well traversed as people are going about their day. You see a lot of miners coming to and from the mine up north to the northern end of town.
Clarification, like with pickaxes, or are they like?
You see a bunch of children.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, definitely pickaxes. Yeah,
Okay.
You see, yeah.
Man, this town's experiencing a baby boom.
Miners.
It's actually one of my spells, minor.
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 Is it next to steak stick or whatever that spell's called?
Yeah. What, gang? What do we want to actually do? Like, we technically have like just like
lodging.
lodging. All right, let's get some lodging.
I'm gonna just get to look at some lodging.
Okay, so yeah, you would have Winston would be able to direct you to the basically the location you guys were at when you met. There's a tavern that has also doubles as an inn. There might be some lodgings there. You are standing outside of the tavern for all of you who have loaded in, which I'm assuming is all of you. So the atmosphere is lively. Despite it being midday, it is quite crowded with a bunch of people outside and walking through and inside. As a reminder, you notice that with the snow, it seems that people are just kind of trying to wait it out until it's done.
Winston would go in ahead of everyone, as he's been here for a bit, and say, I can talk to the tavern keeper about acquiring rooms for you all. And like we'll walk in and point to, I don't know, Criana, whichever one he would point to.
It'd be, yeah, this guy.
No, like just points to
oh.
someone else and goes, that one.
Okay.
That one.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's just, this guy looks like he might be important.
Winston just kind of like narrows his eyes. Don't talk to that one.
So Rowan? Is that where you pointed? Oh no, that was I thought you pointed at Rowan for a second. I was like, what?
Before we go into the building, Agnes is going to quickly pull out her hand mirror and check her face because now she's really self-conscious about whether or not she's just gooping still. Like pauses to check, like next to the door, just like trying to keep her face covered. Then once it's all clear, just
Canary just kind of watches this happen.
Yeah, as you're checking the mirror, there is this old guy out there. He kind of winks at you.
Oh.
The vibes are off.
I try to like squeeze in. Close the door.
Yeah, so as you walk in, the gentleman behind the counter goes like, please have a seat anywhere. Feel free to come here for refreshments and food, should you need it.
Winston would actually walk behind the counter. Good evening, sir. My companions require room and board.
Who are you talking to, this guy or this guy?
No, the tavern keeper. The guy like he, instead of coming up to the counter like normal people, he literally just walks by the counter to him. Yeah.
So you're not supposed to be behind here? There's sanitary purposes?
We're sort of booked up here. It's people have been staying the night because of the snowstorm, but
Winston would nod, so I need to clear people out, is what you're saying. I understand.
Well, I'm leaving.
Immediately follows after.
You know what? I think John would also fall after Barry.
Well,
this town really has created such a change of heart in John, and that's so funny.
Hysterical.
What a road trip.
Let me check on something though. How many are in your party?
Winston would look back,
He
see
says
everyone
after
leaving.
all of you left.
Rowan's the only one Rowan inside.
Rowan holds up 7 fingers.
Okay, hold on. And you see him kind of like look around, and you see him, and he kind of pokes his head in and goes, hey, he whistles. I can't whistle because Discord will cut it out now that I'm thinking about it. He goes, hey, can you check upstairs and just see if we have any rooms? And as he turns around, he's like, bah! He sees Winston standing there. Sir, if you want to just take a seat over at one of the available tape. If you want to just stand over by your by the entrance there, I'll have someone look into the room situation. We might have one if you guys are all fine with being cozy.
Where's Rowan?
I think she stayed inside.
Winston would stare at him for a little too long and then nod. Start walking back behind the counter. See an empty mug, refill it, put it back on the counter.
The barkeep seems like he's kind of used to this. as he sort of just like sighs and like goes back, and you see a little feline guy who's probably like just shy of 4 feet quickly like run out, and you see him kind of scamper up the stairs and disappears.
He'd go to Rowan. How comfortable is your party?
The crow speaks up and goes, "What do you mean?
Are they familiar enough and comfortable enough around each other to share a room?"
I don't know. We've known each other 4 days.
Plenty of time. Winston like nods as if that was an answer.
The bird just shrugs. Again, this is a bird talking.
No. And like Winston seems to have like no compunction, would even look to Rowan. They are very well behaved. And then we'll start like walking towards the door.
Rowan nods.
So much better behaved than his.
After a few minutes, you see that little cat guy run down. He goes,
we have at least 2 available, sir.
He kind of salutes, and the barkeep sort of like ruffles his head a bit. He goes, "Okay, thanks." And he looks up and he looks at you, Rowan, as the little cat guy runs back into the kitchen, and he goes, "We have 2 rooms, so if you don't mind sharing a room with your companions, I'll give you a discount rate, 1 gold per room."
She cocks her head. The crow speaks up and goes, "Why so cheap?"
Well, we're kind of far enough away from the city that, rates don't really... Honestly, it's been a busy season. We're just we're just looking to survive. We make more money off of people eating and dining here anyway.
Rowan nods. And she'll hold up one finger as just a moment kind of gesture and walk outside.
I feel like outside everyone was just talking about like, okay, so if we have to sleep outside, who
do we eat first?
Who do we eat first?
No, you need to sleep.
We have tents.
Arvis pipes up. They have 2 rooms.
Oh,
we can split.
good. We weren't thrown out?
No.
Oh.
no one was
Amazing.
forcibly pushed out.
No.
What is Meeples doing?
Meeples is in a pocket dimension.
God, no.
At least he should be. Maybe I shouldn't speak with such certainty.
He looks at Winston and just disappears.
He's a free spirit tree.
He should be in a pocket dimension.
Rowan's gonna motion for them to come inside.
Did they say how much?
As she enters, Arvis is going to say, a gold, a room.
Oh, damn. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Winston's standing in front of the door as the barkeep said, mostly.
Hello, my good man. I would like to be the first to acquire one of the 2 rooms for our particularly large party.
You see, like, this guy just kind of, like, scooch off, and this little halfling follows after him. As Barian was a little too close.
Thank God it was a halfling and not a child.
That was a child.
We go by European standards around here.
Standards?
I mean, it still could be a child. It's just a halfling child.
Even smaller.
And Arvis will pipe up, "I'll get the other."
Okay. Great, yeah. Just 1 gold, and then I can have the kids show you to your room.
Rowan puts a gold on the table.
Here you go, my good sir.
Thank you. I hope you all have a pleasant stay. If you need any food or drink, feel free to come down. Yep. Thank you again. Kind of gives off this sort of rustic, old-timey fella who's maybe a little bit stressed from the amount of people that are in the tavern right now.
All right, gang.
Accept your gold.
We're off to now. Oh, right. Where are our rooms?
Yeah. You see, hey, can you show those new guests too? Okay, thank you. Yeah. The kid will be right out.
Thank you.
Hello, may I have all of the necessary party? I'll show you to your room.
All right,
Okay. That is a lot of people. Okay, sure, follow me.
And he runs up the stairs, and as he runs up the stairs, he's running up on all 4 paws.
Oh.
So he scampers up.
Get the bag, get the bag!
Kadia, no!
Kadia, yes!
We need some tape and to tape a square to the ground.
So all of you climb.
Yeah.
I assume climb the stairs. Winston, what are you doing? I can help but notice
Winston
you're
just randomly sat down at a table with other people and started staring at them. Like
Please say hello.
he has accommodations. He'll let them.
He already has a room here.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like it's outside somewhere. It's not here per se. But
Okay, I was gonna be like, that'd be great if he has his own room already.
That would make sense if the tavern guy was used to him, though.
Yeah, it would actually. It would make perfect sense. Yeah, he has his own room. He didn't offer
so
it
you
up
guys
or
technically have 3 rooms.
Yeah.
But he just did. Listen, we only just met like a few hours ago. He's not gonna give up his own room.
And he doesn't know anyone at this table. He just sat down and started looking at them.
Didn't even start talking. Just looking.
No, he's just observing.
Damn.
Anything we can help you with, sir? Well,
No.
I sound like Meeples, don't I? Shit.
Meeples crawls out of that guy.
Oh, you caught me.
He would just be like, "No, I'm perfectly all right. Keep doing whatever you're doing."
You see the other gentleman kind of point. It looks like your party left.
Your powers of observation notwithstanding, they are still in the building.
All right, he says as he kind of gives you a look, but they kind of look at each other and just sort of continue on with their conversation. They're gonna do their best to ignore you.
Yeah, and Winston would just pull out a journal and start writing, like it was the most comfortable thing in the world.
Can you roll me like an intimidation check?
An unconscious intimidation check.
Yeah, you're just this weird kind of tiefling man sitting at their table now writing what they're saying.
You're throwing down the vibes.
No, like I mean, like he's journaling what's happened so far, but yeah, from their point of view,
they don't know that.
I don't know what's going on. Not my best because he wasn't trying.
So, as you...
Which is what you want.
As you do that, you see this unnamed individual walk with their coiffed hair to the counter. And they sort of, like, lean over and they whisper something to the barkeep. Barkeep lets out a sigh. Hey, excuse me, sir.
Yes. Winston would like look up, take off his spectacles, close his book, fold his hands.
I think you're upsetting the folks here.
He would look at them. I see. Duly noted. Would there be anything else?
Yeah, you're gonna need to leave the table. I'm gonna kick you out. Listen, we gotta stop doing this.
Oh, it's that again.
Yeah. Sorry. Where are you from again, by the way? He's kind of like trying to motion you away from the table.
Over that direction. Just points this direction. And then just, he picks up his journal, stands up, and then will walk back outside to where his cart used to be. Just sit there up against the wall, cross-legged, writing in the book.
All right. So, as Winston does that, once again, people sort of pass by, don't really pay him too much mind. I will go to the rest of the team as they journey upstairs.
Who wants to bunk with me? 1 chair and 1 bed guy.
I can take the chair.
Noted. Anyone else? Any other takers?
Uh,
All right then.
I don't mind sleeping on
elsewhere if you need.
I can just roll out a bedroll and sleep on the floor.
I mean, that's what I'm planning on doing.
All right.
Kanari, which room do you want to take?
You ask the person who's known you guys for like 2 days.
That's exactly why he asked her, because he prefers her to be more comfortable.
I don't really.
Rowan pokes
Stares
her
between
head
the two of
out.
them.
Rowan motions her over.
Yes,
mommy.
Through the crack in the door as she slides into the room.
She get chucked again.
Rowan's going to point at the bed.
Now.
It's time for naps.
Oh,
She
should I
sees you
leave the
not
room?
moving, and then points again.
I think I'll take. I'll just sleep on this floor.
Sweet, I got the bed. Yeah.
Catboy.
Yeah, he's just kind of running around upstairs real quick, and then he runs out.
He's got the zoomies.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, and you see him fish in his pocket, Canary, as he hands you a mint. Complimentary.
Is it just
Thanks.
like the mint plant?
Yeah, it's just like a mint leaf.
As he does, Agnes will scoot over and give a small bow. Your inn is very lovely. You've done a wonderful job. And she will give him a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. And you see him nod, and as he nods, his little hat falls to the ground, and he quickly scoops it up, and he puts it on with both paws on it. Yeah, I mean, this is my dad's inn, but I help take care of it. So thank you. Yeah, if you need anything, I'm usually just down in the kitchen. But I'm just gonna throw this out here. Practicing to become a world famous bard. So if you need any musical entertainment when things slow down, I'd be happy to play a few pieces for you.
Ah, lovely.
What instruments do you play?
Well, I play the pan flute, and I'm working on the little drum. I don't know if it's a kind of particular drum. I'm sort of a self-learner here. Hoping to go to school in Meyerfell, though.
You also pan flute? As Barian pulls out in one of his few items, which is a pan flute.
Yes! You're a fellow pan flutist! He gets super excited. He's hopping on his little hind legs.
Once they get me going, no one can stop me from pan fluting.
Oh, well, okay, let's have a jam session later. Only if you want to. Don't feel like you need to, but I would love to have a jam session. A lot of people here don't really they're either merchants or just working in the mines, so you don't get a lot of artistes in this area.
There's a sparkle in his slightly uncentered eye as he goes, I would love to. Then it dims slightly, go, as long as I have time. There is a lot of people here, and they kind of go everywhere. But my God, if I get any time for pan fluting, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be there.
Oh, thanks. I better get back downstairs, but it was really great. What's your name?
Barian, the Grandmaster.
Wow, he looks does look like he's in awe of you.
There's a little presentation for little sparkles in front of him.
Can you just roll me a performance with advantage?
Sure.
As you kind of give yourself a little flourish.
Yeah, Agnes off to the side. He's teaching me how to be a wizard.
What? You're a flautist and a wizard?
I go by many forms of many different particular magical things. I also have to learn what the heck bards do and what music do. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Oh man, oh my gosh, this is great. I am just, wow. Sorry, my name's Meowis. Great to meet you. I should really be going, but yeah, if you want to do a jam session later, I'm totally down. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. I have plenty of mint. I got a little stash in the kitchen if you want any. Okay, I'll be downstairs. Bye! And
Bye!
Quickly scampers off.
Excuse me, how is that time. Like, how do you spell?
I'll spell it in. I'll just quick spell it for
Meow,
you.
meow, meowist, meow, meowist.
Meowist? Meowist?
Meow fist.
Meow? Meowist?
Oh, hang on. I have it set to. Wait, did that show up? Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Meowist.
Meow.
I didn't think he would actually be talking. I sort of like generated these names very quickly.
That was his first word, and that's what
I
his
was gonna say. Yeah, it's clearly his parents generated that name pretty quickly too.
I'm sorry, this is coming from you?
Full whip.
Hey, game recognizes game.
Here you go. There's
Not sure it's the
Meowist.
good kind of.
Oh,
baby!
I'm stealing them.
Get in line.
Listen, guys, we don't need to fight over this. We can work together to kidnap him.
Guys, that's called kidnapping.
We just said that.
That's what we're trying to. That's the thing.
That's what we're trying to do.
Oh,
Excuse me, we're
okay.
player characters. It's within our right to kidnap NPC.
We're
It
ready
is
to
our
kidnap
God-given
Kari.
right to adopt children regardless of their parental status, okay?
how could I forget the sacred rights of the D&D player?
Exactly.
Let me just, I forgot to give him an approval rating bar, so I'll just quickly do that now.
You didn't think you would need one, did you?
Nope.
I love that Kanari's just standing there through all of this with a little mint leaf between her fingers. Like,
Oh, Rowan through the bird quietly whispers to Kanari, "Come to bed, Kanari."
It's noon!
to be fair, she didn't sleep last night.
This is true.
Do these doors have any locks on them?
Oh.
Yes, they would have locks on them.
Okay.
As you get in, like, the room is, like, it's good enough. The quality, it's kind of dusty. It doesn't look like they have a lot of time to, like, maintain them. So it's not the highest quality, but it is a nice, warm, safe place to stay for the night.
They're hiring children. Of course the quality's not great.
Oof.
You think a child's gonna clean well?
I was just doing
He's doing
my best. I'm trying to go to school, trying to make my dad proud.
The best is just low.
I love this. All right. So yes, you guys have a place to stay.
Hooray! Let's jump out the window and go on an adventure.
Fully expect him to actually go through with it.
Falls right on Winston, who's sitting directly underneath it.
Well,
The gold for your service.
I know that a certain John Mackenzie over there
Has he even brought it up? Is the thing?
No.
John is just looking. He's definitely not himself. He definitely seems way more out of it than he normally is.
Well, it seems that we have a day to rest and recuperate. Was there anything that was needed?
Yes.
Any supplies required?
No.
Rowan's gonna take off her mask and go, I was trying to say you can have the bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
Oh, no, it's fine, really.
So
There's
you want
a
me to
couch
sleep
right
on the
there.
bed? Is there a
You are
couch?
at the long.
That's the lobby.
Yeah,
That's the lobby
All right.
couch.
she's aware.
Alright.
Just drag it into the room.
She'd sleep in the fucking hallway.
Alright,
There's a long
that's
one.
what you
You
want.
should get the bed.
I
think
guess I'm the big one.
Mm,
You're small.
correct.
What are we doing?
There was Agnes saying something about maybe getting supplies or something.
If needed, I don't know if anyone is in need of something. There may be a market here.
Pretty small town, though. We definitely won't want to buy them out of everything.
I'm also running low on gold, so.
Oh, are you?
Looks over at Rowan, rewinding back to the no, I'll pay the 1,000 gold for this.
Yes, I am. I only have 50 now.
Oh.
Well, 51.
Oh, that's great. I have 8.
That's quite
Do you require
unfortunate.
money? She looks between both
That's completely
of them.
out of character.
Then she just looks at Rowan.
I should be fine. I just probably can't buy too many things if you guys need. I should probably keep it for food.
That's
Also,
a
I should
great
keep
idea.
my mask on.
Sure.
People are probably freaking out downstairs, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
Will they know through the floor?
Yep. As
I
far
don't
as I
wanna
can
know.
tell, the aura is about as big as a building.
Do you
But I
sleep
don't know.
with that on?
Yep. Usually.
Huh. I think I might want to go on a walk.
Fair enough. I would also love to explore this particular village. But I do need to have a private conversation with Agnes.
Agnes looks over at him. Oh. Alright.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to talk to me about? Because otherwise, I'm putting this back on.
I think we got a good understanding. We're just gonna explore and chill and then probably meet up for dinner.
Okay.
Sounds great.
She's
All
gonna
right.
put the mask back on.
All right. So, you guys sort of start dispersing. Varian and Agnes, would you like to talk in the secret room?
Sure.
Really quickly, I will say to Squee, hey, for just like a few seconds, you could tell that there's a vampire nearby. No idea where, no idea the direction, just that there was one nearby. And then it was gone.
So whether or not I would have such senses, I know somehow.
Yes, you know.
Interesting.
She is so old, she has an aura that people will be able to tell. So she has to mask herself.
Winston,
using the mask. It's similar to an amulet of non-detection, but not like fully an amulet. You know what I mean? You can still scry and all of that. The idea behind it was to fool paladins and stuff like that, to detect undead and stuff like that.
So off camera, you see Winston sitting outside, suddenly look up, think for a moment, look back down, cross something out, and start writing something else. That's it.
All right, cool. I just wanted to give you context.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's useful.
All right, I'm going to take you. Oh, well, they already moved themselves. I guess I'll go. Just fine. Hi!
Huh?
All right, so yes, as everyone begins to disperse, Barian, you pull Agnes aside.
Is there something the matter?
Maybe. This is more of a checking in. I'd also love to know if there's anything that you would like to do while on this trip, but I mean, this could be also just a time to relax, a time to just see the wondrous nature of it all. But, I guess I have to ask about this. what is your particular nature with the, all I can really call it is the black ghoul?
Her body language immediately goes rigid. And there's visible concern. It just happens sometimes when I cast magic, and her gaze drops down and she starts pulling at her fingers, just kind of fidgeting. It's part of why I wished to go to a wizarding college, so that I could cast magic correctly, so that it is no longer an issue.
Understandable. I'm concerned about maybe your familiarity with it. You've probably had this for quite some time, but
she almost shrinks into herself a little bit and just nods. For as long as I've been able to remember.
Barian squints a bit. I've heard this before. Were you also cursed?
It's almost like for a second she's holding her breath. Like, if she goes still enough, then maybe she'll just disappear for a moment. And then eventually she closes her eyes, and you can see Mr. Snips kind of ruffling around in her hair on her shoulder, almost as if to, like, press against her neck and nuzzle her a little bit. I don't know that I am cursed, but... And she blinks hard and then finally looks back up to meet his gaze. I have wondered if I am a curse.
If... My goodness.
When, she swallows hard and then shakes her head. You remember when you talked about champions at the night market?
Yes, I recall. For a long time, I have studied gods, both dead and living, because I wondered perhaps if one had made me as a punishment. And after your description of champions, I wonder if perhaps that is what I am. That is a... How do I put this? A most interesting theory. I mean, I'm sure you have some evidence to back that up or something, right?
Her eyes drop. I suppose most of it is a feeling. And also, she makes a vague gesture to her eyes. Granny has tried for my entire life to try and understand what is wrong with me. And she is rather old and very wise. And from what she has told me, she has found no answers to why I am the way I am.
Fascinating. Barian, for like a moment, looks like he's often thinking about something, and then shakes his head. Well, the only thing that I could have seen, at least from my side, which you might already know, is it seems to be how do I put this? Volatile?
She nods and looks back down at her hands, starts wringing them until the knuckles are white. Yes, I am aware.
I assume the next piece of information you already know. The last bit, the final piece. Do you know that it is a necrotic energy?
She looks up and actually looks a little startled by that. Is it dangerous to others? Should I should probably... And she actually scoots back in the chair away from you.
Barian thinks for a moment. No, necrotic energy is more just the flavor of magic. He, like, puts his back against this wall and thinks a little bit more. Honestly, sorry. As a person who has studied magic, specifically all kinds, and ones that would break curses for years, and just all magic in general, I can definitely say necrotic doesn't specifically mean that it would hurt people. Negative energy, now, that would hurt people.
She nods but doesn't really look wholly convinced.
Well, all I can say is, from what I can tell from my time with you, you're doing a pretty good job.
Her posture, it doesn't fully relax, but a lot of the tension leaves her shoulders. I try very hard.
Well, I'm glad you've opened this. At least could trust me enough to say such things to me.
She nods again, and her hands finally relax and rest in her lap. It is, I suppose, only fair, considering I stole your secret before you were willing to tell me.
Sorry, which one was that?
I spied on your conversation with Sam back at the temple with Mr. Snips.
Barian, like, hits his palm against his forehead. Right, familiars.
I apologize. I shouldn't have. I was curious. But I shouldn't have.
Well, now you know the full context of that. Looks like we both have some masks, just to try to protect oneself and others.
So it would seem.
He thinks for a bit, and then, like, looks around the room a little. He's gonna very quickly, I don't have to keep this a secret at all. He's gonna do magic awareness to see if there's any sort of weird spells in this particular room.
Sure. What exactly are you doing to?
It's, let me, this is not how I wanted to. Open your awareness of presence of, the concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. You can sense, when you sense a spell, you can learn which spell magic. I'm basically just checking if there's anything magic in this room. Yeah.
Okay. You don't see anything out of the ordinary in the room, no. Nothing lights up.
Okay. And goes in close. Now, if we find the actual Varian, I'm sure he can have a lot more answers for you. Since he has probably been studying way longer than myself and have personal hand experience.
Perhaps.
Other than that, I wouldn't mind taking a crack at a puzzle. Not saying that you're a puzzle.
I've been told that I am very puzzling.
Oh. Well, either way.
I think it might have been a joke, though.
Oh. Jokes aside. If you have more time, I'd love to help you out as best I can.
I would greatly appreciate that. And she stands up from the chair, kind of dusts and rights her skirts before straightening up a little bit and meeting Varian's eyes. I suppose, all things considered, we might as well have a proper introduction then. And she holds out her hand. My name is not Agnes. It is Anathema.
Barry looks around, cautiously approaching you. You can tell that this secret, this thing that he has made himself, is not something that he ever wants to turn off.
You do not need to give me your name. I know the power behind that, but I trust you with mine.
He says, under very, shaky voice, Duke Crawford.
She nods and very quietly she says, will name.
Probably should mention that, like, no royalty.
She nods. And then, before she releases the handshake, she does give a small pause. I would appreciate if you still referred to me as Agnes.
Oh, I have always been. As he slouches a little bit more tiredly against the wall, Arian.
She kind of tilts her head a little bit, but just seems to nod and accept it.
We shouldn't keep the rest waiting, should we? Probably just take the day away from them, unless they've already left. Peeks out
It's been
the
4
door.
hours.
4 hours later.
And with that, I think we can head back to the main room and see what our merry band of adventurers are up to.
Being the girlfriend in that scenario, being woken up by hearing slurping water noises to look over at
I would be mad.
I feel like
your significant others.
I feel like the best part of all of this is that the username is that white boy.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I think they're speaking in tongues.
Hi, welcome back.
Perhaps they're delusional from lack of sleep.
That would be me and Barian then.
So yeah, during that time that Barian and Agnes are talking, I assume that you all would kind of be gathering and discussing next steps. Did anyone walk away? Did anyone take a break while we were...
I thought the whole world paused.
The whole world did pause.
I
and
got up.
Now we resume.
Got a drink. Got some snacks. Came back. Ate all the snacks.
I was here the whole time.
They kidnapped Maois.
Meowis.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say Meowis.
Meowis.
It's not Meowis.
Add a little
like
accent
Maurice.
over it.
Yeah.
Maurice.
Actually, Meowis is very cute. I might change it to that.
That's when he gets famous. He has to get a stage name. He's like, Meowis is too simple. Meowis, however.
Meowis.
That's a very bar thing to do.
Meowis could never do it. But Meowis.
Meowis.
It's just like with Tilly.
This is what brings us together.
All right. Well, I'll just take us back, and we'll kind of go to the narrative of what is everyone wanting to do.
John, not looking at the rest of the party, he seems to be mostly dissociating. It's just going to be like, I'm going to go take a walk, and then just kind of start wandering away.
Is this while Barian and Agnes were talking, or when they come out?
Depends if you guys want to follow him or not.
I mean, Agnes doesn't think anyone should be going out alone, especially after Rowan, but...
That's fair.
As I was saying before you guys came back, I don't like the fact that I'm kind of setting up for John to be the stupid rogue that wanders off on his own, so I'm 100% okay with anyone following me who wants to come along on this journey.
Agnes will follow after then.
Okay, then it'll be after Barian and Agnes join again.
Yeah, so, I mean, we could say that everyone's kind of discussing, what they want to do, and then John is kind of in his own little world and eventually just says, I'm gonna go take a walk. And with that, he'll exit, and doing so, he'll walk by Winston, who I assume is still writing away in his journal.
I mean, yeah, seeing John leave, Winston will just quietly close the journal and start following without a word.
He does that. That's his MO.
John, are you trying to be subtle about
no.
So, like, are you trying to, like, you're just kind of, like, fully enveloped in whatever it is that's going on with you. Okay, so yeah, all of you would be pretty much aware. Looking just at your, all of you would be aware that there's just something kind of off about John right now. He just seems kind of out of it.
Agnes will keep close to him.
Is there anyone who doesn't want to come with John? I think is the better question at this point.
I have no plans.
You know what? Barion's gonna make a little game out of it. He's gonna try to follow, but not be seen.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone who wants to be sneaky, roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy, there we go, baby.
John, it's pretty obvious you're being followed by Barion.
I think John is just always aware of where Barion is.
Yeah. You just kind of see him, like, tiptoeing and, like, hiding behind barrels and, like...
He's doing the Kronk thing.
Mm-hmm. His back pressed up against the wall going...
Like Raphael. Or whatever his name is.
his theme song's always playing.
Yeah.
See his eyes shining over a barrel with his big fucking hand.
So then I guess it's just Kanari, Samuel, and Rowan staying behind. Right? Chilling?
I suppose so. Unless we want to make it a group thing. No.
Let's all go to the cult. Why the fuck not?
Yeah! John might not die today.
Woo!
We just see John walking off alone, and we all look at Rowan, remembering what happened last time, and just start following.
It's probably a combo of that as well as like, no, he's the reasonable one. Why the fuck is he acting weird?
If that's the case, I'll amend it just a little bit. If like the whole group goes out, Winston will just wait for the last person and then like fall in behind.
Just be me. I would be the last person.
Yeah. He'll fall in behind Barion. Yeah. Oh my God, he would even just be like, "What are you doing?"
I'm trying to be inconspicuous.
Winston would nod. I see. And then just walk
past straight up, like next to him.
Walk past him to the second to last person.
Even rolling a disadvantage, I still see you.
Who would be the second to last person?
Probably Kanari.
Right.
So you...
Yeah, I was just about to ask, what is actually going on through John's mind at this point?
It's kind of like you're still with it, you know? You're still John, but you definitely... It's kind of like if you've ever been like... It's almost like an addiction sort of feeling that you have, that you're like, okay, I know I saw where we need to go. I can make this happen. I should just do it. And then I can, once I do it, I'll be free of whatever it is I need to do. So it's a very much of an impulsive sort of feeling that you're following. Okay, so do you just head straight out of town? Do you talk to anyone? Are you just beelining it for the gate?
I'm beelining it to the gate.
Okay. So yeah, you guys would just see John just straight up walk out of the gate.
Agnes is walking next to him.
In front of town. And John, why don't you... Oh, go ahead.
As he's walking through the gate, Agnes, who has been partly reading a book this whole time, but also partly trying to pay attention to him to make sure he doesn't walk into anything, because she has Mr. Snips directing her. He does not. And she goes, "Was there something you needed in the forest?"
Yeah, sorta. Should just be a quick trip, I'll be fine.
And what is your definition of a quick trip?
That is a good question.
One that I would like an answer to.
We should be back by dinner, hopefully, maybe. Might be a late dinner.
Is this to do with the book that you did not want to talk about?
No response.
Gonna make her use her inside thinky thoughts. God damn it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you... Well, actually, why don't you roll me a deception? Or persuasion, whichever one you prefer, I guess.
How much are you lying to her?
I feel like this has to be deception just from no response. It's not really a persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Normal disadvantage.
Yeah. Sorry, disadvantage, sorry.
Thank you.
Normal disadvantage.
You know, disadvantage, like normal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you definitely think you hit the nail right on the head there, Agnes, about the journal.
Is this something that we should talk to the others about?
I think I will do it regardless. I think if I don't do this, it's gonna haunt me forever. I have to do this.
And what exactly is it that you need to do?
I don't know. I'll figure it out once I'm there.
Well, she pulls out the book that she got about the mountains and this area and starts flipping through to try and find some kind of mapping situation. All right, if we're gonna do this.
So are you then assisting with John to try and find
Yes, she is essentially like, if we're gonna do this, we need to be fast and we need to be smart about it. And so she's trying to find like the most clearly defined path between these two locations so that we deal with as little danger as possible on the way to and fro.
Okay. Are you guys taking the mountain goats at all, or did you just say, fuck it, we're just gonna walk it?
How far
John seemed John seemed pretty determined just to walk, but
yeah, I mean it's really not that far. All things considered, you probably make it on foot in about less than an hour, about 30 minutes maybe.
The way I see the situation is everybody's expecting, oh, he's just gonna go to a place in the town. Oh, he's leaving the town. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So it's just right outside. We're walking for a while. We're 10 minutes away from the town. We're 20 minutes away from the town.
Look at all my duck legs.
All right.
We're still going. Why are we still going?
And everyone's following. Everyone was just like, what the hell's going on?
I love that Agnes at the moment. It's the only one to question John.
Barian was trying to be stealthy, but he gave up as soon as you guys exited.
No, he's still trying to sneak behind trees. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
No,
no, he stops. He says he stopped.
I said that in the chat a while ago.
Stops trying to sneak once we're past.
That's what I thought.
Fair.
Like, the way I perceive it is, if we turn back and get the goats now, we're going to lose him.
Yeah. This is fair. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Why don't anyone who is trying to help or navigate, which I think right now is only Agnes, Agnes and John, trying to think here. Why don't one of you roll me a survival check?
Could I roll an investigation because this would be coming from a book source?
I'm less because you guys have seen a map. I'm more concerned about the terrain because it is kind of icy and cold. I'd be more curious to see how you guys handle that and navigating. Yeah, how about this? John, you roll me survival. Agnes, you roll me an investigation. We'll see how.
I could also do nature.
Let's do that. Yeah, that works.
Advantage or normal? Or disadvantage or normal?
Guys,
I'm gonna say disadvantage.
You have to give me the opportunity to say guidance.
I'm sorry.
Like, I can say it now because we don't know the results, but then I'll get called out on cheating.
How dare you cheat?
Fucking. I'm just trying to be helpful.
You're doing great.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Disadvantage or normal?
Disadvantage, please.
Thank you.
Guidance. Guidance.
You can have guidance.
I think he said you got guidance. Are you sure he has guidance?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, you guys, it's probably there's snow obviously covering the mountain path you're following. It's sort of wrapping up around the mountain, but the hike itself isn't terrible on foot. The road is pretty wide. There's not a lot of issues. Probably about, I would say about 25 minutes into your walk, you would hear the sound of rushing water. And as you approach, you hear what sounds like two voices kind of yelling at each other aggressively, as one does when they yell. Do you proceed forward?
I think my instinct would be to kind of immediately go into stealth mode.
Okay.
And kind of get low and try to not be noticed by these voices.
Agnes will follow his lead.
Okay. So, is anyone not doing stealth?
I guess I'll follow suit, whatever's happening over there.
Yeah, whatever the ringleader's doing over there.
Yeah, you would all hear this talking. It's really loud. It's like the people who are arguing are not trying to be subtle about it. So you can all clearly hear them as you kind of are rounding this bend. You see like this river flowing up ahead. So why don't everyone roll me a stealth check?
Mm-hmm. I'm great at that. I have a +0.
Woo! Woo!
Great.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Oh,
Kanari!
nice.
Holy crap, Kanari!
You were saying, goddamn. And
Sean for consistency.
Fucking, I guess so. And then Agnes is getting advantage because of Mr. Snips. Let's go.
Agnes and Kanari are gone.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized?
Mm-hmm.
Meeples would give advantage on stealth checks because he has that skill. He's in a pocket dimension, so he's not.
Too bad.
Yeah.
You locked him away. He doesn't even want to help.
He's not locked away, I can summon. I just didn't think to.
He doesn't even want to help you.
Get
You're not his real dad.
Okay.
So let me just see. We got a failure.
I'm great at stealth.
We're so sneaky, guys. Oh my god.
I think overall,
I'm getting flashbacks from 2 sessions ago.
So yeah, as you guys are kind of creeping around, Rowan, you kind of, as you're crouched down, your mask is sort of like fogging up from well, actually no, your skin is like cold, so who cares? You wouldn't be fogging up. But you kind of, your peripherals aren't as clear as maybe they would be, and you find yourself kind of tripping over some of the snow and debris on the ground.
Well, this is also olden days, so we can just say that the lenses are icing up.
Okay, yeah. It's just, your vision isn't clear. Sam, you're kind of like confused as to what the fuck is going on, and you see everyone.
Everyone drop, and he caught on way too quickly, like not quickly enough. Like
Yeah, you were maybe walking a good 5 feet before you noticed that everyone else was like dropping down, and you're like still walking, and you're like, what? Oh! Like you quickly duck down. The voices don't seem to falter.
I have an idea for what happens, because I have a worse stealth check. Could it be that I trip over something and also bowl into Sam?
Oh, I love that. Yes, you trip over something and Sam, kind of confused as to why everyone's dropping down, you accidentally kind of roll into him, and you both just kind of eat shit as you fall to the ground. But despite that, the snow itself is soft. Your companions, Agnes and Kinari specifically, are able to kind of like get the fuck up and be quiet. Like, you know, they assist you in helping you. But everyone else, you all succeeded. So yeah, as you approach, you now can see there's a wooden bridge that crosses over this running river, and the snow is still coming down relatively hard, but it's not as hard as it was when you were initially traveling to town. And you see this troll as he's holding up this figure, and this figure is just completely cloaked, mask and everything. Like you can't discern anything from their face, and this troll is yelling at him, and he's trying. This cloaked figure is like wiggling, trying to get free. And a few seconds pass by, and you see the troll eventually turn and throw this cloaked figure over the ledge. And this cloaked figure gets tossed, and you hear him as he falls and plummets into the water and starts getting dragged off by the current.
Agnes pulling on John's cloak, just like, should we help?
Might be too late to help.
Oh boy.
Varian's going in after him.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, gang, we have no idea if the troll was in the right for that.
We don't know.
We don't
should
know.
obviously ask him.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Was that some kind of confrontation? Like, what's going on with that? Are you okay?
Was that man bothering you?
Well,
I'll admit, I didn't think anyone was going to get lower than me. You proved me wrong. Thank you.
Well done.
Wow, these guys suck. Let me make sure we are in the proper order. Come on. Starting from the top, we have Agnes.
So that's gonna be... Agnes is going to run forward and see if she can spot the person.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Use my peepers.
Agnes, you look, and the water is so murky and dark, and you can't make anything out. You kind of see some, like, as the water's rushing through, you kind of see the water bounce, and it's just, you're like, he could be over there, he could be that way. You're not sure.
Well, the spell that she wanted to do requires line of sight, or at least someone that you can see. And so instead she's going to say to the troll, "Why did you do that?"
Reprimand him.
Okay, so next we have Kinari.
Oh boy. I've completely forgotten how to play Kinari, gotta be honest with you.
Don't worry, so have I.
fun fact, Canary was recasted in session 3 by Squee.
Squee was actually the one that was doing the recasting. He was like, Kadia's gotta go.
All I was doing was the bad rolls.
That explains it. You know what? I will give I will cast Bless for Agnes, Rowan, and John.
Ooh.
Okay.
They will also run up here. Would I also be able to see if I can tell wherever this guy went? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Perception, right?
Yes. You kind of have the same issue as Agnes, where you cast your spell, you run over, and you're looking, and sort of maybe it's the frantic nature of what's unfolding before you, but you can't discern where this body landed in the water.
I'm actually gonna move myself there.
Okay.
Try and block Agnes a little bit.
Oh, look at that darling little troll, though. All right. Owen!
Ah, my turn. Nobody's attacked the troll yet.
Nope.
Nope.
A little bit concerning. Okay. So...
Listen, Agnes doesn't assume, okay? Just because you threw someone off a bridge.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down here. Just in case. And let's see, what's the range of this? 30 feet, so let's see. I am going to use shape water, and I'm going to just make this ice, this square. That's my turn. I'm gonna try and make a wall of ice to try and trap this person, save them.
Okay, cool.
That's my idea.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Okay, so the direction is this way as far as the flow of water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Love it.
Thank you.
We'll let Barian go next.
Oh boy. I'm going to try to discern what... I guess I should probably just specifically see if Large and in charge over there is, like, angrily looking at these two.
Okay. Why don't you roll me some insight?
Okay.
Okay, let me quick message you.
What is your biz, Ogreman?
He's training to be the world's best bard. His name
Another one?
His name is Trollice.
Truly.
Trollsy?
Trollsy.
Trollsy.
With that in mind, Barian is going to goofily yell, "I'm going in after him!" and leap all the way over to, I believe, let me double check the length. Not literally leap this amount, but he's going to run past this way to that square. Yoop. It was this one.
You mean that's the
you
way?
Just jump in.
He's going
you
in.
Just jump in.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so you jump in. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We'll see what happens. Bye.
Good luck.
For your next turn. So yeah, Agnes and Canary, you just see Barian swan dive into the water. And Winston, it's your go.
Winston's watching all this, raises an eyebrow, shrugs, steps forward 10 feet, uses an action to summon Meeples right next to Barian. Out of the water, you know, not in the water. And then just mentally tell Meeples, help the young wizard with whatever he's doing.
Oh, so you summon Meeples?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So Meeples will pop out. No problem, boss! And he looks around.
Oh, no. He summoned him 30 feet away right next to Barry.
Oh, right next to Barry. So he's, no problem, boss. And then you just see Meeples disappear underwater.
Winston purposely summoned him out of the water. Meeples immediately dives into the water.
Oh, I thought you summoned him over the water.
I did. Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you summon him. He's just like, hey, where am I? And poof.
Yeah. No. I'm all for it.
Listen, we all know which one of the assistants had the brain cell, and she's not here.
Awesome. Do you do anything else?
No. He doesn't really know what the play is here, so he's just offering a hand.
All right, John.
I think John would break out of his dissociative state for a bit when Barian jumps in and is going to go to here and is just going to keep an eye on the water for when Barian comes down. And whole turn is when you can like kind of hold an action if a certain thing happens, right? And then it triggers.
Right, at the until your next
Yeah, it takes your action and reaction.
Okay.
So
right.
Then I'm gonna hold turn for John to do levitate on Barian if Barian comes up below him and looks like he's in distress.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Why don't you roll me just a quick perception check to see if you can make out where Barian is.
Still disadvantage?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
so, given the crazy nature of all of this.
17 still.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, you just see like his the normal like clothes that he's wearing sort of like floating on the surface, so you see like these blue wizard robes like and his arms just kind of doggy paddling.
Should I also roll insight since the other half was if he's in distress?
Sure. Yes. Why don't you do that? Okay. That's a good point.
14.
Okay. We will check back once we see how Barian is doing. Okay. Sam.
Everyone's going for the Mr. Man, so I think they got this covered. I'll hang on, how far away is it? I can reach there. We'll move up like here. Not attack the Mr. Man, but be a nice juicy target just in case, hopefully.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So you're not using an action, you just kind of want to ready up just in case he plans on
basically
doing anything?
readying up in case it looks like he's about to take a swing at the other two.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good. The cultist is going to make a roll.
He's a what?
What? Never mind.
Never mind. I'm going to allow
troll.
him to drown.
You're right. That was my mistake. Don't worry about it.
Immediately rewinds. Anyways, this totally innocent, normal person rolls something.
I thought the mask gave it away, but I should never assume. Hang on a second.
He has a weird face.
He's got a weird Michael Myers.
I told you he was
face.
Michael
Okay.
Myers. Like,
It's true. Okay, let me just take a look. Okay, that's just alright, that's fine.
You know, putting it that way, it makes Majora's Mask seem really much more interesting because Link becomes a cultist.
That was my favorite Majora's Mask moment.
When Link cultist all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Anyways.
Let me just do... Okay. Okay, fuck it. Yep. Alright, yeah. It doesn't look like he's resurfacing over the water. None of you are sure where he is.
Great.
As he gets pulled down. All right. It is the troll's turn. And Agnes, you said, why did you do that? What were your exact words again?
Essentially, just like, why did you do that? But like, you can't tell that she's upset about it because it's Agnes.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. You caught this guy off guard. He's like, "Buh."
Many people running past him to this like guy get thrown over.
Just like really.
Oh my god. I'm not taking the bait. Fuck it. It's a 5.
So this troll looks at you and he goes, "Are you with him?" And he like holds up his weapon as he has like this like big club as he holds it up and he like looks at all of you.
No, but throwing people off bridges is very rude.
He didn't pay the toll.
Maybe he's broke.
We should have brought our goats.
3 of them.
And he doesn't make any aggressive action at you guys as he's just like looking at all of you and kind of stunned for this round. Agnes, we're back to you.
Well, how much is the toll?
10 gold.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, inflation is hitting everybody. What the fuck?
And I thought my rates were extortionate.
That is your rate.
I know, and I offer so much more for it.
Okay, fair.
This is a good bridge.
Yeah, that troll built his bridge. That he spent years constructing something that can be sturdy enough to hold so many people.
Agnes is going to move past him, past Mr. Snips off to Sam, and go, well, that's still very rude, and try and spot this person again.
Alright, go ahead and roll me perception.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Woman, your glasses, I swear.
No, it's just, yeah, you can't make heads or tails of where this guy might be.
She's going to prepare if she sees this person pop up again. If you'll allow, I would like to use puppets to try and drag them out of the river.
Okay.
Yeah. So she will hold her action for that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Completely disregards this giant fucking troll standing directly next to her, just fixates on the river.
Alright. Kanari.
I'm going to step up. And electro swinging? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Troll's tapping his foot.
Dance with the troll quickly.
Dancing with the trolls.
The QTEs! Don't miss the QTEs!
Alright, I'm just gonna hold, ready to try and smack this guy. If he becomes aggressive. Smack him with the the warhammer, but still smacking him.
Just aggressively standing there with the hammer, like.
All right, Rowan.
So I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay.
I will make a note that my bird should be with me.
Yep.
So.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. You had him out before. That's fine.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and head over to the edge. And I'm going to try and do a perception check. I'm gonna have my bird give me the help action because it has perception.
Hell yeah! Do it.
Give this a shot. I needed that.
Yeah, you did. As you look, you can make out a figure wrestling in the water.
Okay.
You see him.
Do I still have an action?
You do, yes.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and try shape water again. I'm gonna put the description here.
Okay.
I can animate it at your discretion.
Okay.
You can direct it up to 5 feet in any direction. So can I try and direct the water from around him and carry him towards the shore?
Okay, so like change the the current to like move him closer to the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can absolutely do that.
Fantastic. Then that's what I do.
Okay, cool. We'll see how that goes when it's his turn.
Okay.
Unless someone does anything beforehand. Barian, why don't you roll me an athletics?
All right.
Bye, Barian.
Oh boy. D.
Okay. You're able to stay afloat.
Oh.
Barely.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be with advantage because Meeples is helping?
Oh.
No? Is he though?
I straight up told I straight up told them to help the young wizard.
did.
Yeah.
All right.
You did say that.
Does
Okay,
Meeples
I'll allow
have
it. Fuck it.
athletics?
He can. I don't think he does. That's a good point.
What is he? An imp?
Imp, yeah. He does not. The only thing is he is proficient
Deception,
in his...
insight, persuasion, stealth.
Correct. So nope, never mind.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Barian, you just feel like a little, tiny hands holding on to you.
No, the river's trying to grab me lower. Get away, river.
Oh my god, Meeples is making it worse. Like Meeples is dragging him down.
I'm helping.
It's like a wet cat.
Yeah.
All right, Barian, what would you like to do?
So I'm just afloat. So I'm having a hard time with this river. Oh man, this is a rough river.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Can I even move at all if I'm having a hard time with it?
You kind of, I think, isn't it like cut in half your movement speed?
That should be fine, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you can move.
So I'm moving 20 down. Oh.
Bonk.
Alright. Should I roll perception if I even see him before I climb?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Alright, let me just park right next to him to see if I see him. Let's see. Perception.
Nope. You don't see him.
Well.
As you run into this man.
Hey, that one actually could be an advantage. Meeples has perception.
Oh, you're right! Thank you, Squid! We
Yeah.
just literally talked about that! Thank you!
Ah!
Oh yeah, you absolutely see him. You're like
Target spotted.
Wait.
Why didn't you roll?
Meeples wraps around his head and just points at him.
Oh, sorry.
He's
Around
like,
Barian's head.
yeah, it's like Ratatouille where he's like, there!
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
He's so secretive.
I'm such a secretive guy.
He's such a secretive little guy. So yes, you do see you do see this figure, this cloaked figure, who's definitely not a cultist, in the water.
What a friendly cult-like being I found. Alright, his plan was to try to help assist things like that, this person, so whatever that is.
Okay. As you're swimming at him, you would notice that the current seems to suddenly veer off towards the shore.
Oh.
And you can go ahead, try to think of grabbing both him and the ledge if you want.
Sure.
So yeah, make me, what would that be, like another athletics? Sure.
It's like a grapple, it would be athletics.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, go ahead and just roll it for me twice. One for the shore and one for the
Alright.
For the guy. The boy.
Man? Sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, my butterfinger!
Oh man.
Would you like a reroll on that?
No.
Okay.
So you wow. Yeah, you are able to actually grab him. You just, as you go, you reach for the shore, your fingers slip. John?
So you would say Barian is in distress, right?
Yes.
He is trying and failing to grab a thingy.
With a critical failure, yes, he looks in distress.
God, I think that would trigger my hold that I had, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, that's fine.
Are Barian and the cultist holding each other at the moment, or is Barian separated from him?
Barian is just kind of holding on to this cult guy. He's just kind of still flailing.
Okay, so I can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. If I levitate Barian and he's holding on to the cultist, will that bring up both of them?
Yes. Yeah. If he's holding on, yeah.
Okay. John
and
will
Meeples.
yell.
And Meeples. Oh, Meeples does weigh 3,000 pounds. Actually.
Yeah, he's a hefty babe.
It's a miracle I'm staying afloat.
Yeah, so I'm just rereading what the spell actually does first.
So I think it has to be a willing creature.
It can be unwilling, but they have
well,
to
it can
do
be
a save.
unwilling, but they have to do a save. So you're targeting Barian specifically, right?
So John will yell down, it's like, I'm gonna levitate you, Barian.
So, Barian, you start to feel your body lift up. Do you resist?
The only thing I resist is not to kick up my robe.
So, yeah.
Gravity.
Okay.
You see, Barian lifts up, and you're still good from your check earlier, holding on to this guy. I would make you re-roll, but Rowan also helped with the current, so it's not like he's being pulled in a different direction. He's being pulled in the way that you want to go towards the edge. So I would
some puppet strings, I assume.
There's also some. Oh yeah, there's puppetry going on.
Oh,
there's
right.
a whole mess of shit going on right now. As everyone's just like picking him up.
So our powers combined.
Fusion! Ha! Yeah, so as they both start levitating, Agnes would use Puppet to try and drag them to shore.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, for the sake of...
How tall's the cliff? Because I might change a little bit.
It's like 5 feet.
Okay, then we're fine.
Yeah, it's not terrible, no.
That is so much shorter than I thought it was.
I was expecting way deeper.
No. Yeah, it's just like, it's like a rocky... I mean, if you're hiking, it's probably going to be inconvenient, but it's not anything, like, major. Okay, so I'll say you're able to move them to the shore. And perfect, yeah. Wow, I'm not sure whose turn it is, but it was Barry. It's Barry. Were you all set?
Yeah, I think I have about 13 more actions, but I'll end right now.
Oh, and I should probably do this as this little guy is holding on to Barion's head. Just wet
I guess
forgetting
that he can fly right now and just clinging to
Yeah,
Listen, he's cold, okay?
Yeah. He doesn't know what's going on. He was just in a pocket dimension and now he's here. Normally there's ground below him. So it'll be Winston's turn next.
Winston will use his action to press the digitate, and he'll snap his fingers, and there'll be a little bit of flame, and like a parchment will appear in his hand, and he'll push his spectacles up and say, "Big guy, I'm pretty certain you don't have a permit for charging people to cross the bridge. Subsection C of this particular village states that you have to have a written notification for any tolls to be levied."
He's getting legal, Dad.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion or intimidation.
Can you persuade trolls? I feel like...
I mean, you're throwing a lot of jargon at him and you look like you know what you're talking about, so he might be persuaded.
I'll go with persuasion. They're the same, so I'll go with persuasion. $16.
Okay. We'll see how he reacts his next turn.
Also, I should have also asked, like, DM, like, does he actually have the rules of the village, or is he just bluffing? Because he could do either, and it would depend on what he's doing, but it's the same no matter what.
I would say you're probably a nerd enough that you would be familiar.
I think that's the first thing he would have done.
Yeah, the only thing you're a little concerned about, it might be out of the jurisdiction of the village.
Oh, yeah.
So it might not count. You're not sure.
That's a court issue.
Yeah, that's something that your legal team would have to look into, but for now, that does pass your smell check.
Gotcha.
All right, Johnny boy.
Okay, I'm just going to try and pull the Cultist and Barian like further onto shore so they're not dancing on the edges.
Okay, you do so with your levitate spell still in effect as they kind of float on.
Well, I can't. I would have to grab them and pull them if I'm pulling them further. But
oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. They can only go up. So yeah, you do. Yeah. You do pull them. They're like balloons, basically.
Yeah, so once they're there, I'm just kind of going to step beside Sam and kind of just... That'll be it for now. I'm just going to kind of wait to see what the troll's reaction is before deciding to attack or not.
Okay. Sam.
Kind of has hands on hips. It's like 10 per person? Or is it...
That's right.
This poor troll. There's like so many people talking to him.
I guess I should have made him wait till his turn because he still has to answer. He quickly nods. He's nervous. He's still thinking about the... Does he have a permit?
The legal allegations there.
The legal allegations.
And did you make this bridge?
You know,
Oh my god, you'd see Winston's eyes widen and then he looks back down at the paper and flips through it like this just occurred to him.
Egads!
This is so much worse than I thought.
He goes, yes.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, can we all roll insight on that one?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
All of us.
Goodness.
Listen, she's gooping right now.
Oh, fuck.
That'd be the best if that was the
like,
cultist.
That tracks. Trolls make bridges. This makes sense.
So, I hope that's for the cultists. You're like, yeah, that makes sense.
I guess I should have paid.
It's totally
Damn, dude,
not.
I'm so sorry.
The cultist doesn't seem to care right now, oddly enough. As anyone who, Agnes and John, you're like, okay, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Everyone else, you can tell the troll clearly did not make this bridge. he looks a little sheepish. And since he's been talking to everyone, he's gonna look to you, Winston, and he's gonna say, I got this. And he holds up a little piece of paper that says, guard the bridge, sign Marquez.
Gotcha. I will just take note until turn.
Okay. It is the cultist's turn. Barian, are you going to let go as soon as you guys are there? Are you gonna hold... Sorry, the cloaked figure... It's the cloaked figure's turn. The mysterious cloaked figure man.
Unless he has any particular, like, physical intention of moving away, I guess Barian is just like, I got him!
Yeah, so
I have this guy!
Yeah, you feel him start to pull away from you.
Oh. Alright.
Okay.
Be free. Float like a balloon into the under.
He's gonna go,
They are still levitating.
No, Barian's levitating, he is not.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of scooch back here. And let me just quick check
just
something.
Sit down on the stump and pout.
Okay, so you see him hold up his hand and point at the troll, and this light forms in his hand as he casts like this flame-like spell.
Counter spell.
What? Wait, what? He can't.
Wow.
So this light is building in his hand, and then there is just black ichor and insects that crawl out from his sleeves and just swallow the light and drop down into the snow. And she points and goes, "No!"
Agnes is not having it today.
He, this cloaked figure, says a word in a language that some of you may know. I haven't gone through all your character sheets to know what languages you know, but it's like it sounds like he's cussing, as he looks to you, Agnes. You understand what he's saying, Agnes.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like he drops an F-bomb in Sylvan.
Sir!
As it is the troll's turn, and he
Troll's toll.
It's the troll's toll. Sorry, I'm thinking it's always sunny in Philadelphia. I'm gonna, I'm gonna keep us still in order, and he's gonna look and say, "All right, this got out of hand. If you would like to pass, just pay the toll. Otherwise, get out or get tossed." Is that okay with everyone? He looks around.
Since it's her turn next anyways, Agnes is going to start pulling out coins from her coin purse and go, "We should be civilized about this."
It's like black ichor is oozing down her.
just pouring down her face.
Alright. So you're pulling out gold?
Yeah, and she's essentially like, it's hard to tell, but she gives a look to the cultists like, "Don't do it. I swear to God.
Roll me intimidation with advantage, because you have all this black goop coming out of your face.
Guidance.
Would you allow for guidance in combat right now? Look, I'm totally willing to accept it. I just don't want it to.
Fair.
Isn't it touch or is it?
Well, the bigger issue is that it's.
I have to use my action. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Oh,
So
never
yeah,
mind.
we wouldn't be able to.
I appreciate it though. Oh God. All right.
I just thought it would be funny.
It would be pretty funny. Oh!
Me down to 18. But
Laura, how do you keep making scary characters with negative intimidation?
Yeah, you, yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah, alright. So she essentially just gives a look between the cultist and the troll, just like, we're being civil. Enough. Starts dragging through her fucking coin purse, pulling out coins, counting them out. She's like, alright, how many people do we fucking have? She's not swearing, that's me.
Alright, Kanari?
Question mark?
I'm like, how do I follow that up?
I mean, I think at this point, let's pull out of combat because it does seem like the cultist is gonna relent and there's no need to wait until we get to him.
Fine.
It is a tense sort of relent as combat seems to be at a standstill here.
Oh, that's a lot.
Combat as the only person who made an attack was the cultist.
So it's 10 each, correct?
10 per person.
I'll pitch in. I have a fair bit of money.
Yeah.
I will say, unless someone specifies otherwise, she's going to be counting the familiars as people, because that's what Agnes does.
Winston would hold up a hand. Excuse me. The laws must be adhered to. If this man does not have a permit for charging tolls, he cannot charge tolls.
I got this dough! And he pulls up the paper again.
That's...
So what is the name on that?
It says Mayor Kess. K-E-S.
Mayor, like the mayor of the town?
Of a town. You're not sure which.
Town. Could I roll history? I don't know if this has anything to do with like the town we're going to, or like I do have a book that I've been reading.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Roll me a history check. And John, did you have a...
Yeah, that'll be a comment directly to the troll. So let you finish up with Agnes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Agnes, let me quick message you.
Okay, if it's going to be a message, then John will just kind of read over the note and go, that note says to guard the bridge. It does not say to get tolls from said bridge. Those are two different actions.
I mean...
Not the combat tracker again.
They said I could take the 12-month toll. It was part of the agreement. My accent is changing.
Did they say
Because the jig is up.
troll or troll? As he like rotates in the middle of the air.
Put you down. John's not that much of an asshole that he's gonna leave you floating in the air.
I think he likes it.
So me and Kanari instantly tried to insight that comment that the troll made about, yeah, they told me I could do it.
Yeah, you're not too sure, Sam. Kanari, I'll message you.
Oh boy.
And all this time the cultist is just staring, like his mask is just pointed directly at Agnes.
Now he's pouting.
He's sitting on the... He's like kind of like wringing out his like cloak.
Cast prestidigitation to unwater and second prestidigitation to heat. Little cold boy.
Yeah, that works.
Get hit with kindness, NPC. That's totally not a cultist. We're gonna make you
Get
feel
loved,
things.
idiot.
While you're doing that, I'll shape the water out of your clothes, Varian.
Thank you. He is steaming there, but it is water-filled.
Yeah.
The cultist sort of nods their head to you, Varian, grateful. You think it's kind of hard to tell with the mask, but, you know, it seems like an, oh, thanks.
Gotta respect a man who has some fresh looks. That style.
So the troll says that, and Agnes kind of blinks a little bit. The leader of the messengers of Diola.
What?
Looks up at the troll. Yes, Mayor Kestis, the name of the leader. Do you not know?
Who's Malkes?
You.
He looks at the paper. He can't read this shit.
She points directly to the name signed at the bottom. The person who signed this. That is Mayor Kess.
Okay. Anyway, she said, that I could,
Was there a particular individual or group of individuals that she wished for you to keep away from the town?
He looks at the cultist and looks back at you. No.
Did she give a reason why you had to guard the bridge, specifically?
She said I could just do the toll.
Why is there a troll guarding the bridge instead of guards?
Hey, don't be rude.
Agnes leans her head around the troll, just like trolls can be guards as well.
Kanari takes out the notebook.
Yeah, it's a business opportunity.
You don't get many repeat customers or general business by being rude.
I didn't think I was being rude. I thought I was just being,
Can we speak to the mayor about this?
If you pay the troll toll, yes.
I believe there are legal qualms in that direction as well. She looks over at Winston.
So real quick, so that I understand, this bridge is leading towards the town or away from the town? Aren't we coming from the town?
You're coming from a town and you're going to a town that has kind of, from your understanding, has become sort of taken over by a bunch of, cultists.
Gotcha.
So it's a different town. It's called Ikathan. You weren't there for that, so I would assume maybe someone would have filled you in at some point.
Agnes hasn't. I don't know.
Maybe no one filled you in.
No. Winston would kind of look at the papers, look up, shrug. Without speaking to the mayor, we can't know if it's valid or not. I have seen shoddy record keeping before. And he points to the note with, clear disdain in his face.
It's not even notarized.
It's very vague.
That's not my problem. It's what the mayor gave me.
Well, considering this directly affects your job, I would say it very much is your problem.
May I make a suggestion to all parties? We need to be able to talk to the mayor to ascertain the legitimacy of this toll claim, and we are staying in the village behind us, so my good... your name, sir.
Who are you talking to?
The troll.
The troll!
How the fuck did we get here?
We're being civil!
My name is Javin.
Kevin, if you will allow...
Wait, no, Tavern! Wait!
Javin!
Javin, okay, yeah. Javin. If you let us across the bridge now without paying the toll, we will speak with the mayor, and should you be legitimate, we will pay the toll on our way back, as we will have to cross it again anyway. Or we could pay the toll now. If we find that it's not legitimate, we could come back and kill you. I suppose that is a second option.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation.
And he says it, but he says it so straight faced, like he's just laying out, you know.
Can I give Squee guidance?
Sure.
Okay.
What is
Bam.
And Meeples is on his shoulders,
yeah,
so
Meeples is there.
He'll give him a stink eye for that advantage.
Does the my eyes, your eyes at the troll? This tiny little imp.
22.
Jeez.
Is that including the guidance?
No! Give me a second.
Go ahead and put in that guidance.
Yeah, boy.
24.
24.
Yeah. You see the troll, like, stare at you, Winston. Not a thought behind those eyes. As he kind of looks to the rest of the group, and he goes to kind of step away to let you through, and he bumps into Canary, and he goes, ah! He just kind of squeezes past.
Pardon, no, excuse me.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Everything you find will be in order, I assure you.
Thank
As he
you.
looks to Winston.
Yeah, and Winston will actually give him a polite nod. Thank you, Javin.
Kind of gives you a little smile.
Canary is furiously writing.
Just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? How did this happen?
Rowan's going to try and get the attention of the guy. Never mind. He's moving. Never mind.
He's just kind of like, if you guys are gonna let me through, I'm just gonna go.
What I was going to do was he was
Yeah, go
sitting
ahead.
down, and Rowan was just
Sure,
going to wave
go
in
back.
front of him and motion for him to cross the bridge.
Actually, that's a good point. He was staring at Agnes. He's going to kind of get up, and Agnes, he's approaching you.
Agnes, she's been fixated on the troll up until this point. She sees him out of the peripheral, approaching her, and very quickly she pulls out a handkerchief and starts trying to rub away at the goop. Yes, I hope you are all right.
He raises his hand, and he's with like his thumb kind of wipes at your goo coming out of your eye.
Does it feel like "Are you okay?" or like what's the? I guess I should
roll me insight.
Baby girl's gonna become an experiment.
He wants to eat goo.
Holy shit!
Tell me your secrets!
We connect on a spiritual level for a second. He's just like, a goth girlfriend, finally.
Yeah, he kind of like his touch is quite gentle as he kind of lifts up, and you kind of get the feeling that he's more like he's trying to. There's almost an apprehension of like trying to understand what's going on with you, as he kind of wipes it away, and he kind of like he has like the goop kind of in between his fingers, like looking down at it and staring.
A saxophone starts playing in the background.
Don't
You
tempt
might
her.
not want to eat that. Just saying.
He'll tilt his head at you.
I apologize. I am fine. I hope you are alright.
Are you speaking in common? Are you speaking...
She was speaking in common, and then she remembers that he swore in Sylvan. He's been quiet this whole time, except for that moment, is that correct? And then pauses and speaks in Sylvan. Do you not understand common?
No, I do. he says very simply as he his head tilts the other direction and he looks past you over your shoulder and he looks at you again. What are you?
I'm sorry, the first thing that came into my head was so out of character, just like, do you mean a lesbian, a Capricorn? Like, what
like long locks on the beach?
No, just like, what's no, but
what type?
Would you clarify the question?
There are only a few people I see that have that. And he kind of points to your face.
Her eyes genuinely go wide at that statement. Others. There.
One other.
She's still speaking in Sylvan, but she just looks stunned and does not know how to respond to that.
Is he speaking in Sylvan?
Yes, he's speaking in Sylvan.
Oh, never mind. I knew Baron would be over here still, kicking his little feet over the edge.
I don't know. Do you know what I am?
He looks at you, his head kind of shifting from the tilted position it was at. If you help me back home, I can take you to someone who might know.
She starts to nod and then remembers that she's part of a group. And decisions should probably be made democratically. And so she looks at the rest of the group. If we escort him to the village, I believe he has some information that may be useful to me. Would all of you be alright with that?
Rowan nods.
Baron
I'll
gives
say,
a thumbs up.
I will say, as soon as you started touching your face,
yeah, she's kind of up in his business.
Rowan is right behind him, like taller than him and everything, ready to put her hand on his shoulder.
Towering.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Sam just nods and says, "Of course. Anything you need."
The element of surprise is already gone.
I'm curious, does she even look at Winston?
She looks at Canary and John first, and then eventually, if he does not speak up on his own, she will very technically, you think, make eye contact. She might be looking at your nose, who knows?
Who knows?
Well,
His nose knows.
Winston will, stay silent. The majority has already taken it, so... He will turn to the troll and say, "Thank you for your understanding. We'll be back. I do hope the rest of your day passes without any serious physical, psychological, or emotional anguish."
Jesus Christ. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a threat! Everything!
It's not literally a threat. He's hoping that this doesn't happen.
It's still...
I know.
But it sounds like the blessings of a mob boss, just like, may you never have to sleep with the fishes.
He's trying.
I hope you have a good night's sleep within your abode that still will be standing when you get there.
It shall still stand when you wake up.
As Barian knows, he's learning this whole compassion thing. He's not there yet.
Fucking God.
Oh. Well, it was great doing business with you. Please leave.
Respect. Fucking respect.
He's just like, I'm done with this interaction. Please go.
God,
What's
so
up?
many customers. I wish I could have said that too.
He's like, alright, well, get out.
Winston would also feed Meeples like a little piece of meat and then tell him to go invisible.
Ah, love it.
Oh my God.
Alright, so
Could
you
I?
guys...
You have to positively reinforce.
Real quick, could I just roll like a nature or arcana or something to know what trolls can eat?
Sure.
It's the same one. I'll just go with nature. It's the same either way. It's an 8. She doesn't know.
Maybe like trail mix?
Agnes takes out the doggy bag of sweet potato wedges.
Guys, you need to stop. You need to stop critting. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Jeez, Baron. Are you looking to see how much what the troll will eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your understanding, like, kind of the knowledge is that trolls will sort of eat whatever they can get their grubby little paws on. So, I mean, pretty much anything.
The ultimate omnivores.
You would know that they have a pretty thick, intense digestive system.
Pretty thick digestive system.
Pretty.
I mean, like,
with two
even if it
Cs.
tore up their insides, it just regenerate.
Yeah, valid. So Agnes will hand over the doggy bag of little potato wedges for the inconvenience. And then start following everyone across the bridge. Just trying to stay close to John. Are you alright?
Yeah, I was just deep in contemplation about what a troll would eat.
Oh. What do they eat?
Just about anything. But that guy right there, I'm gonna make him the perfect dish.
What's the perfect dish?
You sound so reluctant.
I am.
He's got one finger tapping against the side of his head, which has the eye, like, slowly pivot more into cross-eyed. I'm thinking about it.
Okay, great. So,
I fucking love these guys. I love this party so much.
So as John is kind of like asking you about it, you see John stop. John, you hear what sounds like a voice, a song almost, coming from the mountain itself, like radiating. And as you like stop to listen to it, you feel like it feels like needles are like pressing into your temple. And your hand instinctively runs up to your head as you listen to this song that no one else seems to be hearing. And it's sort of this otherworldly type humming. And you fall to your knees, trying to battle this sudden dizziness that's slowly turned into a pounding headache. As this humming intensifies, reaching this like crescendo, your vision blurs, and you see that silhouette that you had seen in the journal turn and look at you in your mind's eye. And then there's just this white, searing pain behind your eyes as you kind of start collecting yourself in this moment.
Agnes is kneeled down next to John, hands hovering over him, but not touching.
You good, bro?
Please say you heard that.
The whistling of the mountain air?
So you didn't. Okay.
Do you need help?
I don't know. He will probably, if Agnes is going to help him stand, he'll take the help.
Yeah, she'll offer him her shoulder.
I can't remember. Did John tell anyone of what he saw in the book initially?
He mentioned it to Sam. I don't know that he's mentioned it to anyone else. I can't remember if he described it to Agnes.
He basically just went, "Hey, I found this weird book. Do you think, like, I should even give this to Agnes? Because it's kind of weird."
Yeah.
He did, when Sam was examining it, go, "What did you think of that like cutting, like that wood cutting in the book?" And Sam was just like, "Ah."
Wouldn't even show Baron. I remember this book now.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna trust you with a weird book.
I remember you waking me up.
You weren't asleep yet. You were
Almost.
about to go.
That's right,
Almost.
you were kind of almost.
Okay. John will look between Agnes and Sam, since Rowan is behind him, and just be like, I think I just saw the figure that was in the picture in that book. There was also singing. It was very overwhelming and painful.
Would I roll an Arcana?
Can I also roll something?
Yeah, if you guys want to roll like in an Arcana.
Damn it, Agnes.
I will assist Agnes.
Oh my god.
Does Agnes need assisting?
No.
No. 21.
I mean, would it be overkill to add guidance to that, or?
Probably.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's just let it lie. Whatever.
How, so what are you trying to discern from this Arcana check?
So she's already been doing a little bit of studying about the village. She read the stuff in the journal, and she's just been generally, like, studying the gods, like, as a whole. She's trying to figure out if there's something either, like, divine or some kind of ritual, or if this feels like it, like he's been cursed. Like, she's trying to figure out what the potential source is and pretty much gauge the level of should we feed into this, or should we essentially try and bring him away from this? That is her main concern, because even if this is like an impulse, like impulses can be good and bad.
Okay. Trying to, like, what you know from the journal. You know that this cult worships Daiula. Obviously, they're called dedicated to her. So you would know that there is a lot of sort of divine nature in wherever you're headed. The things that concern you is that it doesn't seem like John seems out of it, but you also can't think of a way for him to overcome this if it is a divine nature. It could be good, it could be bad, you're not sure based on what you know. The fact that he was hurt by it is kind of a little alarming.
A little bit.
Yeah, and it could just be, you know, there's just a lot of, you know, a lot coming at him.
Shit, these guys are Diolo worshippers. Oof.
Don't worry about it. Just keep your holy symbol in
Tucked
your pants.
away.
Don't worry about it.
Come on, sun goddess cleric, let's go.
What the?
Everything's fine.
So I would say, based on what you've seen, you know that, you know, gods and other deities can work in sort of divine ways, and, like, you think that's probably maybe what's happening to John based on what you know. But yeah, you can't glean a whole lot other than that.
Okay.
Ooh.
She looks at John and goes, "We can still go if you wish, but just know that if you no longer want to, we can always go back."
Fighting the part of my brain that wants to be sarcastic.
Is John feeling sarcastic?
No, that's why I'm fighting it. Because I feel like if John was in a normal mood, his response would have been, "Okay, Mom." But
she's old enough.
Yeah. John will just say, "Okay, I still want to know what the fuck this is."
She nods. As long as it is your choice to pursue that knowledge.
Do you know what this is?
She shakes her head. Nothing definitive. Divinity comes in many shapes.
Divinity? You think this is a god?
She shrugs. It is a location dedicated to Daiula. I would assume it at least has something to do with her.
Why the fuck would a god talk to me?
That is for you to ask, I suppose.
John is just gonna shake his head and just start kind of walking towards the town.
She will continue lending him her shoulder.
I don't want to take things up too long, but considering that entire conversation, I want to be looking at totally not cultist
Mr. Normal Man over here.
I want to see his
him
reaction.
Roll me some insights. He's wearing a mask.
Hey.
I don't know, I feel like off of that nat 20, we've got a spiritual connection thing going on. No.
He's got several masks that show the different emotions, like the smiling one, the sad one.
Yeah, he's just taking them off.
It just swaps between them automatically. I'm not even going to roll because she is fully focused on John right now, so she would not be paying attention.
He's behind John. John doesn't see him.
Yeah. Sam, it's really hard to gauge. This man is cloaked from head to toe. His attention, he's giving the kind of that same amount of attention that he was giving Agnes earlier now to John. Just this focused look. He doesn't even look like he's like moving. Like he's just so still. As he's just kind of observing all around you. He doesn't say anything, he just stands there watching.
Goes up and gently wipes away a tear.
On me? He gently presses the button. No, he doesn't.
Lifts your chin a little bit. Alrighty. So I guess we move forward unless someone else expresses concerns.
Alright, yeah.
No.
Everything seems to be in order here!
Yay! Everything's totally fine.
Alright. So... as you, continue your journey, it's not too much farther that you cross sort of the next bend in the curvature of the mountain, and in the distance you can see what appears to be these really tall wooden walls that tower super high into the sky, and there's like a faint glow that kind of outlines sort of the spiky structure of these wooden walls. And as you approach this main, what appears to be like a main gate, you quickly see that the gate has been barricaded with what appears to be a bunch of rubble and furnishing. And there is a sign that's haphazardly hung up on one of the pieces of furnishing that says, "We're in isolation, keep out," signed Mayor Kess. And that is where we're gonna end for tonight.
What?
Gotta turn back.
Well, they're in isolation, guys. We gotta go back. We gotta respect this stuff. 6 feet.
It's true.
It's a very small place.
Oh my god, it's tiny!
Very small. But yes. We will pick up next session.
Goody.
I still live.
Yay!
For now.
Varian kills him!
Quick, help me hide the body!
Power word kill.
His compliments are going to get him killed one day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Finger of death.
Crown of stars.
The end.